This encounter happened to me a while ago. I couldn't share it for a long time. For some background, I live in the country in Ohio. Down a long drive, fields on two sides, woods in the back. I'm about a mile away from town, so if I need police I have to call the sheriff. I live with my husband and Boxer. The night this happened, my husband was getting some overtime at his factory. It was a Saturday and he was working third shift. I had spent the evening at my parents' house and didn't head home until around midnight. I stopped in town at our 24 Hours gas station to get some drinks and chocolate and beef jerky for my dog Alize. As I exit the gas station, I get this feeling that's so strong I just look around because I knew someone was outside with me. Over to my left, about 20 feet away, is a girl in a really cute little dress with a white horse mask on. Just standing there. We stared at each other for a minute before I hopped into my car and quickly pulled out onto the road, almost hitting a light pole as I belatedly checked my back seat for danger. That was unnerving, but I was home just a few minutes later, giving Alize jerky and eating chocolate and watching TV. All of a sudden my dog takes off down the hall to the back porch, barking and growling and attacking the window. I run in there afraid a window was going to get broke again. Alize broke a window trying to get a coyote once already, and I stopped dead in my tracks. There standing at the window is a horse mask. Again we stared at each other. I looked over to the back door. Was it locked? Shit, I couldn't remember. Horse mask looks over at the door. Slowly I walk over to it. So does horse mask. We both reach for the knob. It was locked. Horse mask looks behind her, and for the first time I look around my backyard. There is a guy in a horse mask too. I'm like, okay. This is enough, I'm calling the cops. I got Alize and shut the door to the porch and went to the living room to get my cell phone. Of course. I left my phone in the car when I carried my stuff in the house. In my car that's in my garage. My dark garage. Basically lacking any choice, I opened the door to the garage and tried to open my car door, but oh, guess what? I must have locked it and I didn't have the keys. I crept back into the house. No sign of Alize. No horse mask in the backyard that I could see from the kitchen window. I grabbed my keys and got the phone. I called the sheriff and told them what happened, and I was followed home and alone. They asked if they were still outside. I looked out at the windows room by room. Nothing. Until I got to my front yard. Right out front there they were. Just standing about 100 feet away, holding hands. Staring. I honestly was crying at this point to the dispatcher, who assured me someone would be there soon. As I stood there, clearly on the phone, the girl waved. Then they walked hand in hand down my lane out of sight. It took the sheriff 10 minutes to get there. They found nothing. Told me the guy probably sat in a car and they followed me. Just kids being kids, they said. My dog didn't come out of my bedroom the rest of the night. I sat up listening to silence until my husband got home. A couple weeks later, someone from the sheriff stopped by to follow up. They said they checked the camera at the gas station, but all it shows is the girl walk up by the dumpsters and stand there until I left and she walks away. Please subscribe.